You said good night, and we're live. You said good night. Aww. Hi, guys.
Hi, good night.
How are you? Trust every one of you are fine. It's Wednesday. You know how it is.
You seriously can't smell that?
No, let me smell. Smell what? It smells like good coconut water. Have you had any coconut water recently?
Rank.
It doesn't smell rank.
It smells rank.
I don't know what rank. I don't know what you mean by rank.
I don't smell alcohol. I want to smell the smell.
How coconut water supposed to smell?
It's sweet. Slightly sweet and fresh.
What?
Refreshing.
It smells clinical to me.
Oh, my God.
It smells clinical
Yeah,
to me.
hopefully you're been alright.
I guess.
What if you start with for the night is boundaries. How she could set better boundaries in dealing with her addictions as well as dealing with other people. So she'd expand more on that.
Oh no, ¿qué pasó? Huh? Just what?
Yeah.
Like, so you kind of like go like caress the people into the topic, man. Like, you know, how was your day?
Well, you get straight to your point.
Did you have a good
It's like
day
news.
today?
News gets straight to your point, right? You just say cheesy music and then this is the latest. Dun-dun, bum bum.
Well,
Drop your news.
this is not news. This is wife coach, you know? Like, where we actually love people and we care about them and we want to encourage them and use our words of encouragement and whatnot, you know, and so on and so.
Hey boss, let's keep it nice.
She thing is, right, she's playing with the pattern on the shirt, right? So she's talking with the pattern. She's looking at the pattern and talking and pointing. But you know, true to fashion, it got come out.
Of course, you know she want what she want.
Yeah, she know what she want.
So yeah, so while I sit drinking some rank coconut water,
But you asked
that clearly rank for me because like, what if you can't smell it? How you guys doing? That is wife coach, right? So yeah, how y'all doing?
but how are you? I asked you how was your day?
My day?
Yes, how was your day?
My day was hot. Sun was out. Yeah, work was work. I mean, yeah, work was work. I was, you know, studying about why you're living paycheck to paycheck. If you're really living paycheck to paycheck, or if it's all in your mind. I mean, these facts speak for themselves. Evidence on the wall, but it's like I think it's spiritual kind of hardships. I guess you're indisciplined, or if you're not, you know, swimming your own lake of genius. If you're getting distracted by a lot of things, then can't do what you gotta do to get ahead. But yeah, the sun is hot today. It was just vibes in with the students from Polytechnic, and I was trying to share them the three things that a welder should have, right, when they leave school. You know, fire extinguisher. Our fire extinguishers is one. Cotton underwear. Obviously working outside. You want your balls. You want your balls on a cool. No return would have been like a respirator or something. So I was still trying to formulate it based on what would have happened on Saturday.
Which is a whole story, dude.
Yeah, not for wife coach.
Oh my god, that's a whole
Not a
story.
wife coach. Not a new wife coach.
But it was fun. It was like scary slash funny. Like after the fact, because like some of the details, right, is like you hear like your child jump off the back of a boat and do a gently cuffing off the boat and roll and tuck and thing because of fire, right? So it's like, dude, all that action. Okay. Like seriously, it was like listening to an action movie. It's like, you keep it very much nice tonight. You keep it very much nice tonight. Huh?
I don't know. I experience this where is that you drink something. I don't know if my palate is more refined than yours or something. I could taste like I smell it too.
So that's probably why I had the belly from it then. Wait, send me to the toilet. But I can't smell it.
But we just buy it. When you buy it on Tuesday?
Yesterday. You bought it yesterday.
Yeah, when you buy it yesterday. I mean, it was in the van for a little bit. We shouldn't have gone off by then.
Yeah, because as soon as we got home, we put it in the fridge. Anyhow, let me get straight to the point. Because, you know, we want to keep these things nice and short. Because we know you people got things to do. And, wait. Y'all ain't really something different. I mean, really something different. It's not 11 o'clock.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
I thought it was you on a pattern shirt. But yeah, it's not 11 o'clock.
It's not 11 o'clock. It's Wednesday night and it is 9:32. We came on a little before 9:30. Hello. Ask us how. Ask us how. The babies are asleep, including Anesu. Hello. They're not running us ragged at this time because normally the reason why we are so late to our Wednesday live is because the children are up late. But we were successful in bedtime. Yay! Y'all need to give us some love. Let me give myself some love for that. Like, yeah, to get through. Like, yeah, to get through, you know, like, high five, hubby. Bedtime, 8 o'clock routine, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta stick to the plan.
Yes.
Stick to the plan.
Have tools at your disposal to help you stick to the plan.
Yeah. Put things in place. When people tell you have a plan and put things in place, you gotta put things in place. Which we did. But, Sissy, just wanted to let you know if you're watching, right, that we did attempt to do the lunchtime live today, where hubby would have called in and whatnot. However, that didn't work out. So we will attempt, as hubby and I agreed. You want to take her for a little walk? Walk? Because this shirt clearly got she all hype, right? Because she can't stop talking.
Yeah, it's like that pattern in this season.
Yeah, it's a fall pattern. It's nice, the color, you know, oranges and whatnot. And plus, hey, it's African print, which I love. But yeah, so we did agree we will attempt to do, you know, our call-in live as you suggested. So we will do it. It just didn't really work out for us today. Hubby had a site visit for lunch. So he wasn't able to accommodate me. So we have to do it as normal because I am a stickler now for consistency and discipline. I'm trying to be consistent and I'm also trying to be disciplined or discipline myself to make sure that I do what it is that I say I am going to do, which is a big thing, you know. It's one thing to know, but then there's again another thing to actually do. Which brings me back to what hubby said the topic is for tonight. So, you know, I gotta come with a story. Sad story. And let me first put this out there. I am deeply sorry. Please accept my apology if I would have ever in my life offered you assistance, help in any way possible, and then I kind of like MIA in the end. what I discovered tonight, just literally, but what, 10 minutes before we jump on this live,
Yeah.
I discovered what my issue is. My issue is that I do not know how to effectively set boundaries for my helping others. I love to help people. I have always had that love from small, as from the time I could remember myself. I just like getting my hands active. If you have an issue, a problem, I will try to solve it for you. I just love solving puzzles. I love puzzle games too. But I love solving things, solving puzzles, solving crises, solving issues. I just love solutions. I love to make sure that if somebody has a challenge, I want to figure it out and I want to get you a solution and I want to make sure that it works and it's successful. I like solving things. So if somebody shares with me an issue that they have and it's something that I can physically help with, bam, boom, my zeal kicks in and I words out my mouth before my head thinks about it. My heart jumps and leaps and I'm like, I can help you. You know, this is what I'll do, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think about it. I don't analyze it. I don't even consider the person's feelings, to be quite honest, you know. But I am just in it, hands on. I'm going to help, right? Helping is good, but there's help that can actually hurt, and there's help that can hinder. There's this joke. I might actually splice it in here if I decide to do a cap cut for this for YouTube, right? But you know that video with the guy on the job site? You can go find that for me. When everybody's working on the construction site and he's there like not really pretending, he's helping in his own way. But he's like really not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna splice it right here.
Huepa hey, huepa hey, como lloré, y así son las mujeres.
So it's kind of like that, you know. I am on the job site with all of you and I want to help, but I just realize I'm ineffective sometimes in helping because while I'm saying I want to help and this is what I can do, and you know, this is what I can help with and whatever, it's like, you know, I have to get to know you first. I have to understand you. I have to listen to you and know, okay, well, they really may not need your particular help, but maybe you know someone who can help them better than you. Because I'm not for everyone. And yeah, I'm not for everyone. I can be a little brash. What brash mean, babe? He's my wordsmith.
Brash. Just a little arrogant, a little a little forceful.
Forceful, right. So I can be a little forceful with my help too. Or a little pushy. Pushy, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, pushy. I really sorry. I just want to say sorry. I'm sorry. So do accept my apology. But the issue or the topic tonight is about boundaries or having boundaries, because one of the situations that hubby and I would have encountered was in my zeal and my willingness to help someone that we both know. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it ended up being a situation where I had, Anissa was young like her at the time, right? It was like, yeah, I was breastfeeding basically still. So Anissa was a very young baby when this incident occurred, and a request was made of me to assist, and I was like, yeah, you know, no sweat off me, I'll do it, because this person was very close. And I did not ask my husband. I didn't run it by my husband. I was basically in the moment saying, yes, 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 this is, I'll do it. And I putting everything in place. I shifted my entire household in order to help. And in doing this, I didn't consider my husband's feelings. I did not consider, the routine that the house had to go through or change to accommodate my desire to help, right? And it was an issue, right, babe? Mm-hmm. You could say what your issue, or you could jump in here and say what you felt in that moment when that had happened.
I didn't just get out of hand. I just got out of hand. It was overbearing a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lot. In the moment while I was doing it, I was just so energized by being able to help. Knowing that I was able to assist, I was energized by that. Until how did the issue actually come to the fore where I had to acknowledge what was going on and fix it? I can't remember that bit.
The person said developed feelings for you or something like that.
Oh, so
yeah, she can remember it.
I think it was multiple things at that point. I think I had gotten sick too.
Yeah, you got
I
sick.
had gotten sick, so I wasn't able to do what I was doing at the time, and they had to figure it out. But yeah, it was something where, yeah, it got out of hand, and my husband then shared, the fact that he did not agree to any of it, which was like a light bulb moment for me. It's like, that's so true. I didn't even ask my husband if I could do the thing. It was like one of those oblivious moments for me.
Force right.
Yeah, it was like, you did not even get your husband's permission. You didn't seek.
She just fly headlong.
Yeah,
And then fall when she's facing it. Oh, you can help me. Right there, run on there.
You didn't even figure out, if your husband was on board with this, if he was comfortable with this, if he would, support and assist you with this, if he thought this was a good idea or not, And then I just, as the light bulb went off in my head, and I started to look back at the situation, I was like, that is so true. Like, I didn't, and he started to make some comments and stuff, and I was like, well, that makes sense why he said this. And you may or may not get it, because we know the situation directly. But the point is this, that the whole story ended up with boundaries being not set. The situation became overbearing, overwhelming. It was something that we had to overcome, because I couldn't, and I had to be honest with my husband in terms of what was shared with me, right? I couldn't understand what led to it, but then on reflection, it was my fault. I didn't set, the boundaries that was needed to protect my marriage or to protect myself from outside sources. So you had a situation where it started innocent in my view, and it also started, as somebody needing help outside of myself, and I saying, yes, I'm going to help, but then boom, the enemy creeped in, and he saw that I did not legally get permission. And then he used the legalities of whatever it is he likes to use, and then he slipped what he need to slip in there and do what he need to do, and wham, bam, boom, and we have one hell of a callaloo. I rang. I just rang. That was so cool. And I ended up having to break my promise. In terms of seeing it to the end, I had to jump ship, you know, and explain the situation. I ended up with egg on my face. Basically, you know, not being able to follow through with what I've said, and me looking like a fraud, and, you know, a lot of hurt feelings and a lot of misunderstandings and everything. I ended up with egg on my face because I didn't want to know how to set boundaries, and two, I did not consult hubby first in terms of being able to say. So to set a boundary now is for me to say, hubby, can I do this? Hubby, what do you think about that? Because my husband and I are basically one. We are a team, and we are living this life together. We are in the same house, and whatever affects me affects him. Whatever affects him affects me. We fight in the same battle, right? And we fighting it together. He got my back, I got his back. So what I had to implement was this thing called get your hubby's opinion first. Say, hubby, what do you think about this? Or share with him what could be, what can't be. This is what I want to do. This is my heart, blah, 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 blah. And if he says no, is no. I will put my head down, obviously, you know, and pine a little bit because of what I want to do. But if hubby says no, it is no. And I have to trust his wisdom, and I have to trust how he's feeling, because if he's to listen to what I feel, I gotta listen to what he feel too. So it goes both ways. And what I find women like to do is to tell the man, this is how I feel, and he just gotta accept it. This is how I feel. And then we ignore his feelings. Men got feelings too, eh? Men feel deeply. Men's feelings, though they may be expressed differently, boy, men are super passionate. Men got a masculine drive when it comes to their emotions. Their feelings, they feel things deep, which is another life that I actually wanted to tackle, which is suicide and men, like how men love and really harm, that we had a conversation about. Right? So that's a whole another topic for another time, right? But men's feelings, men got feelings too. So what you do will impact your husband. And it just makes good marriage sense to consult each other. If husband wants to go and do something that will impact wife, you know, needs to know, and like wife needs to weigh in. Same as with wife. If you have something that's going to impact your household, especially your husband first, then you need to share the narrative. Share what's in your head. I know most times, girls, I got you. I got you. Ladies, I got you. I know sometimes when you're talking to your husband, you'll be telling him things, and sometimes it seems as though they don't listen. Right, hubby?
What is that?
Sometimes it feel like they don't hear. Oh, it feels so. Because sometimes you say things like 5 and 6 and 7 times and in 7 different ways for them to get it, and it just feel like they don't hear all. It just feels so. But you have to speak their language to it. If you want to reach a man, learn my language. You're dealing with a man. You speaking wife speak. He can speak man speak. It's 2 different languages. Y'all need the same language. So you have to figure out what your marriage language would be. I ain't talking about the love language. I ain't talking about the apology language and all the kind of things. Male and female. Men speak different to how women speak. But individuals also speak differently. So you have to learn your husband, and your husband have to learn you. And to me, that is what the marriage is essentially. Like this one big good time and journey of learning each other. You know, you will get it someday, you will not get it another day, but eventually, if you are a good student of your spouse, you will understand them, and then it will get better and sweeter over time. The 2 of you are supposed to become one. You aren't one automatically, you become one, right? That's what the scripture say, right? I will go look up the scripture, and then I'll probably place it in here too for the YouTube. But yeah, you become one. So it's supposed to be a sweeter experience over time, a better experience over time. for a marriage, you know, that others can look at and say, well, look, wait, what's the secret to their success? We learn each other. We study each other. We are good students of each other. I am not coming as an expert on my husband. I'm coming and saying, well, honey, asking questions like, you know, like, how you feel today? What's going on with you? You know, like, I'm learning him every day because he's going to unfold as I am unfolding. So I don't want to go overtime. I think I'm over my 15 minutes by now. I just look at my clock and it's 9:54. So the point of tonight's live, if you get it, this one here cranking, I gotta go and get shit to sleep now too. Thank you for listening. But the point of tonight is learn how to set good boundaries for yourself and your husband. You know, learn what that would be. Because without them, the enemy will literally run you ragged, and he will take every situation in your marriage and he will destroy that thing. Because that's what he wants to do. To him, marriage is an affront to him. And he doesn't like it. So to save your marriage, to preserve your union, please learn how to set boundaries. There's a book that I recommend called Boundaries for Marriage. It's written by Townsend. I have it on my website, and it's also part of our book recommendation for the marriage readiness course. So, I mean, trust. If you don't have it, read it. I read it, and I have to go and now reread it. After this, I have to reread it because I did boundaries, as in the general boundaries. My girlfriend Timothy, she actually bought it as a gift for me. My husband bought the other part as a gift for me too, so I have both. I have the workbook and the actual book. So for me, this is just saying you sometimes you have to read these things over and over and over because life will take over. And once life takes over, you forget things that you have to read and apply. So now I have my homework, and thank you for forgiving me if I've ever, broken any of my promises with any of you guys that, do watch and follow me. So thank you very much for your forgiveness, and I will do better in terms of how I help you. Love you all. Bye. I think mine is still on.
Yeah, I think you're still on.
Okay, and we'll see you in the next live. Hubby says good night, everybody. He just took off his mic. So I'm saying bye from hubby and bye from everybody in the house. Bye.
Bye.